keys to Zion Mountain Ranch. They were given to us on our second night here by the owner, Kevin. Why, he wanted to go do some Christmas shopping with his family and needed somebody to watch the place, and we said sure. It wasn't long after that that the laundryman, Brian, quit, and the owner really needed somebody to step up and do all the laundry for the cabins. And I said sure. It looked like everything was on the up and up. The view from the laundry room is really quite gorgeous when it's snowing. I was having fun, getting in shape, doing the commercial laundry. It wasn't really that bad. It's not what I would have applied for, but it certainly wasn't that bad. And then we had some sunny days. We were able to get up on the roof and die-core those holes where the solar panels came off. We put our heat dish underneath our couch to keep our bathroom from freezing, and then we put up our antenna there so we had some Wi-Fi.
Yeah, son.
Yeah.
Sky's clearing up. We're pulling out, 35 amps worth of power now off the solar.
This is awesome.
Charging our batteries.
Yeah.
And then get them things full, they can run on that.
Oh yeah. Lord willing, that will happen today. Yeah. This is just beautiful. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is absolutely beautiful. Mike and I have each gone up and swept the solar panels free of snow, and the sun has come out and they're charging. Mike's gone up there a lot of times, and it is slick up there. It's really dangerous. So we got out the big ladder so we don't have to actually climb around up there too much.
Yeah.
It is slick as snot up there. That was bad. But boy, is this not worth that harrowing drive? Is this not worth it? It is.
Oh yeah.
This is worth uprooting our life from where we were. That's the beauty of having a home on wheels, huh?
This is why we do it. It's right here.
Something that more people can own than a big old house, because those are really expensive and have you in debt the rest of your life.
Literally.
But RVs are much less expensive. This is an absolute workhorse. Of course, it absolutely is a workhorse.
That's right there.
It's a workhorse. There goes.
Missed my ride.
Hey, come back with my helicopter. Helicopter thieves, come back.
Neato.
That would be fun.
Yeah, it would.
All we can do is fly around.
Gosh, that's neato. Really, just a little tiny bit now. Mini filming. There's the wild turkeys.
A bunch more down there. Like a little bobcat thing.
Oh, they're running. It's okay, turkeys. We don't want you. There's those chickens. Just hanging out. Just being chickens. Oh. Is someone taking a picture of you?
I didn't authorize that.
Can we put you guys on YouTube? Is that cool?
We need a release. You can put your chicken scratch on it. Yeah.
There's your baby. There's your chicken. There's those ducks. There's those ducks. They're just gonna, oh, isn't that cute? They're just gonna sit right there. Gonna sit down right there.
They're not afraid of people at all.
Oh,
Warm
so
there.
precious.
Dry.
So precious. Are you warm? Are you nice and warm? They thought, well, we flew south for the winter, but this is what we found.
Not south enough. Another one behind the tree right here.
Hiding from me, hiding from my camera. You're getting paranoid. What do you want, lady? What do you want? Stop.
Get some video of these interesting hills right here with the snow lacing in the cracks here. Guess they don't run the plows down this very much. Probably not. It's pretty small. It's graveled though. That's nice.
Wherever these little cars can go, we can go too.
Oh yeah.
They seem to be doing okay. 35-mile-an-hour speed limit through here. This is just beautiful. Wow.
Zion National Park. Yeah.
It's a lovely clay road.
Huh. Wow.
Blends in.
Yeah, it does. 20 mile an hour. Ooh, ooh, uh-oh. These trees up here, just growing in rock, just this pocket of trees. All these little things.
This would be a real hard drive with an RV.
Yeah. Not something you want to do. Wow. Amazing. What's this? It's a bunch of people down there. Oh, wow.
Almost a tunnel, but not quite.
Huh?
Almost a tunnel, but not quite.
Yeah, almost done. Okay, speaking of tunnel, I'm gonna stop this. Then it gets slippery. But if you're just driving on it, you don't even notice. So cold that water turns into stone. I swear that went clean around the circle.
Yeah.
Completely around.
Yeah.
Almost. I'd love to send the drone over that arch. Look at it. That's truck. 1930.
Wow. Remove sunglasses.
No stops in tunnel. I know. fit through here easy. Well, not on the side. We'd have to run through the middle of it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 13 in the middle. I don't think our sides would make it. 12 plus. Get this here. I'll slow you down.
I just would not want to.
Let the phone adjust. Yeah, baby. Then you have to, do all the escort.
Of course, you still have to pay for the escort.
Oh, yeah.
Pass. For sure.
It's just stupid. Yeah, it's $15 just for the escort. It's like $30 to run through here in a big vehicle.
This is a trip. 1.1 mile tunnel. Yeah.
The little headlights.
Well, I feel better going through the tunnel for the second time than the first. The first was this pretty scary.
Like windows.
So bumpy.
Exhaust vents. That's the other one. Alright, we can fly all around this and just fly through it.
Right.
You're controlling the drone, it's flying down the tunnel ahead of you.
That would be a trip.
Yeah, it'll do 25. No problem.
It's too dark to see the roof of the tunnel or anything.
Galloping. I would love to hear one of those things. No, you ain't walking down here. You can bike down here pretty easy. 25, you can do that on a bicycle easy and then stop at these little Elios.
Right.
See the amazing views.
There's the proverbial light at the end of the tunnel right there. They must have been talking about this tunnel. Oh, and there's an RV waiting. We're trying to hold this still is really difficult.
This guy going, are you people serious?
Huh.
Why would you want to do that?
The bad. I'm going to talk about the bad. I waited and I thought, where does looking at someone's sin and where does duty to report a bad work camp situation begin? Ultimately, obviously, I decided that I really need to report this situation to the work camp community. Don't come here. Don't work here. We were told by the manager that hired us that all the people here had horrible attitudes and were all going to be fired, and the previous maintenance guy did absolutely nothing, and that we were just going to be awesomely welcomed, and I was going to begin working at the front desk. Not a hard job. I'm well qualified for it. I hold a bachelor degree. I have tons of customer service experience. I have a lot of office management experience. So I couldn't figure out, it's okay, you can come right here. I couldn't figure out why they wouldn't put me to work in the office till I started noticing that everyone working in the office is like in their 20s. And Mike was supposed to just be maintenance, and then of course we were supposed to have 3 months of part-time, but he was asked to be a ranch hand. Now we know this is a working ranch, but we didn't dream that we were expected to be ranch hands. And I certainly didn't show up to do laundry. It's not like I'm too good to do laundry. I did 64 hours of it, and I had a good attitude. And Mike had a good attitude when he was asked to do 8 to 10 hour days of ranch hand work. It's just not what we're in shape for, and we didn't come prepared for that or expect it or want that. Mike is well qualified to be a maintenance person. He has a lot of training in building maintenance. He's been a journeyman welder and a diesel mechanic and a groundskeeper. He got the electricity going in the barn when it hadn't been in there for years. He took care of their propane fireplaces and all the fancy cabins up there. He took care of all kinds of problems that previously no one had been able to figure out. They just, didn't know. And it was just, it's just been a kind of sad deal to have been so lied to that that we wouldn't be asked to do things that we were not hired to do. And we addressed that concern with Jordan Blevins, the manager that was here, over Skype when we were interviewed. We had a long Skype conversation. We made sure that we were not going to be expected to work long hours of hard labor, like it had said online. Somebody had put that in their employee critique. There's a lot of bad critical stuff about this place online, and we told Jordan that on the Skype interview. We said, it doesn't sound very good, what's going on. And he said basically that it was all the fault of the employees. They'd all be gone, and that other things would be addressed, like people wouldn't be asked to do any work other than the job they were hired for, because apparently that was what was making everybody unhappy, was really long hours and doing stuff they were not hired to do. And so, we kind of believed him that it was just people having a bad attitude. And then we got here and we very quickly realized that these people are all telling the truth. They're not having a bad attitude. They're trying to stand up for themselves. But most of these people are really young, and they just don't know any better than just letting this guy boss them around and run them into the ground. And we're older and wiser and not willing to do that. So for that reason, no, we're not a good fit here. So last week, Jordan hired us, that promised us free propane on site, not happening. Part-time jobs for what we were hired for 3 months, and then all through the summer and clear to November, not happening. He got fired. He got fired last week. And when that happened, we were, of course, concerned, because the owner, Kevin, seemed to have absolutely no clue about the bonus package that we were offered or anything that Jordan had told us. When we showed up, he didn't know who we were. He didn't know what our skill sets were. He'd never heard of us. He didn't look at our resume. Nothing. Just kind of decided that we were too old in the first place to do a bunch of ranch work. And he's right. We didn't come here for that. So when we went to our meeting with him on Friday to try to straighten all this stuff out, he just canned us. That's right, he canned us. So fortunately for us, we got hired elsewhere in the very same day. I just came back here. We started putting out our resume to a lot of work camp situations in the area, and we got hired immediately. So we're really thrilled about that. We'll be taking off very shortly to do that. We've been preparing to leave all day, and right now Mike is over getting our laundry done, and our dishes are done, and so we're not going to be traveling with all that stuff dirty, which is awesome. I will give Kevin this. He did tell us we could stay here free as long as it took to find another job, and fortunately we don't have to do that. We got our paychecks that day very late. as we prepared for the Sabbath, we had very little time then. We finally got them at like 3:30 in the afternoon, and it's a long way into town for groceries. In fact, for any organic groceries, they're way over in St. George, all through Zion Canyon and to the other side of St. George. So, you know, a long ways away. So we got our paychecks, and I think I'm missing some hours because I'm pretty sure I did more than 64 hours. But this is a 2-week paycheck, and I worked at least 8 to 10 hours every day of that. This guy does not pay overtime. He gets away with that somehow because it's temporary work or something. And also, if you look on Mike's pay stub that I'm going to show here pretty soon, there's something called an advance and a loan that were taken out of Mike's pay. We didn't get an advance or a loan. That the money called advance was Mike's first paycheck from Christmas Eve, when he went to work, was given the keys to the entire place, and went to work so that the owner could go Christmas shopping. And that was taken back, his paycheck. So yes, I am going to the labor board about that. The other part, the $120, was when we went down to, we kept having to go into town for propane, which was not part of the deal. That meant taking our coach all the way into town and back. It's about a 25-mile round trip every time we need propane. And that was happening with alarming frequency. And so the half tank of gas that we had when we were here was going away quickly. And so we had the gas station put in some gas. Now, around that little town, Mount Carmel Junction, if you ask about the owner here, what kind of person he is, you're going to be hard-pressed to find anybody that has anything nice to say about him. They literally hate this guy down there. And one fella just begged us not to work here. He said, go apply at the animal sanctuary. They're hiring. And everybody was just really sweet. But I guess we just thought it would work out differently for us. But it didn't. Don't believe anything you're told here. Don't believe anything that's written. Because I'm here doing something weird, probably. It's been a long day. My hair is dirty. We're getting ready to go. And there it is. I just talked about a bunch of bad. Tidied up this. It was absolutely a mess. And he just tidied up that whole thing on his own time. Right here, these great big giant pipes right here. It's definitely some ranch work being asked of my darling, so I'm glad we're going. Yeah, that's some of the ranch hand stuff that Mike was being asked to do. They're doing a whole bunch of expansion stuff that contractors really ought to be doing up here. This is just not what we signed up for. It came an awful long way and spent an awful lot of money to get here just to be so disappointed. But we're going to, as we say, we're going to kayak on by. Woo! Kayak on by this mess, and head down the road, and hopefully the next work camp experience is as awesome as we think it's going to be. I think I'm going to be doing housekeeping and office help or something, I'm not sure. And Mike is probably going to be doing maintenance. We're just going to be working part-time, and really that's all we wanted to do and need to do, because as full-time RVers, our expenses are really low, and work camping is a fantastic way to live and make a living if you can find the situations online that are full hookups plus salary. There's a lot of them, and there's a lot of people hiring right now for the upcoming seasons. So if you're RVer and you want to do work camping, yeah, by all means, look up that stuff online and apply for places. But don't believe everything you're told. Go into it with the attitude that, hey, this is just temporary, and you can roll down the road if it doesn't work out for you. So we're just going to keep our chin up and not feel bad, because we know that certainly we didn't deserve to have this happen to us, and we didn't deserve to be fired. So, what can you do? It's part of life. Anyway, that's all we got for now.